I want to talk about Homelink and getting your Tesla to work with Homelink. Um, I have a newer garage door. It uses one of these new Genie buttons. It's probably not what I would have chosen if it didn't come with the house and it wasn't new already. But what I have is an IntelliCode 2, and what Homelink is compatible with is only IntelliCode 1. So I have to go and there are ways to program it, but I don't have a light on my remote, so that makes it a lot more difficult. So I went and got this thing. Okay, we see it. It has a different little number of dots on the buttons. I know the one with one dot will program it to work. Well, that's the only one you can use to work with IntelliCode 1. I had one like this before with my old house. The problem was almost the opposite. Well, with the garage door was older, and I had to find one that could work with an older. Had to find a remote that could work with the older garage. This one is newer, but the Tesla only works with the older type. So I had to buy a second one. Okay, so since I know that using the one dot button, I can actually get all of the IntelliCode 1 functioning out of it, I just went ahead and programmed the Tesla to this remote using the one button system. I did all the steps. Parked in front of the garage. I started I started programming it. I went in front of the car. The lights flashed. Everything went fine. Okay, so here's how the Homelink setup is supposed to work on your Tesla. I already have mine that I've already done. You add your Homelink. Just type in whatever. It doesn't matter. It's going to tell you to park in front of your garage. You have your remote with you, like so. You go start. Then it tells you to go in front of the garage and hold the button. Now, if you look at this is an IntelliCode 2 remote. And none of this worked for me because Genie, as I learned, not Genie. Homelink is not compatible with IntelliCode 2, so I wasted a lot of time messing with that. But there are other ways to get it to work. At the end of that, it tells you to put the garage in programming mode. To put your Genie in programming mode, you just press the button on the garage door opener, not the remote, the garage door opener. You press that button. One light comes on, you hold it, and then another light comes on. Then you can let it go. Then you press it again, then the purple light will start flashing. Now you're in programming mode. At that point, you get back in the car to the point where it says you can test the garage door opener. And by testing it on the car, you just press the Homelink button on the car until it actually works, and then you save, and then you're done. I had to do this a bunch of times. I was ready to give up. I literally had one foot out the door, and I just reached in and pressed the button an extra time, and it worked. That's why I'm not doing this as an example, because I'm afraid I'm going to lose my settings and it's not going to work again. But it's a lot more steps than I would have liked to have had, but it does work. Now, I did get that working, and one thing I couldn't get to work is for it to work as I drive away. When I'm driving to the house, it always works. It always opens the garage. It's always ready to go. But when I leave the house, I don't know if it's because I always back into the garage, and since I had to use the sensor, I'll bring my remote to the front of the car and hold it and get the lights flashed and everything. Maybe I'd imagine that means that the Tesla sensor is at the front too. So if I'm facing away from the garage, maybe that hurts it. Maybe it works better if you pull into the garage, but I'm not going to do that. But I have had some updates since then, so I'm going to test it a little bit and see maybe if it'll work by getting the garage to go down. Fun fact for people who don't know, I guess, much about garages, I guess they're pretty straightforward, but there's no open and close signal. It's just I guess it's kind of like a three-way light switch. It's either on or off, and anytime you trigger it, it's gonna go the opposite of whatever it is. So I made a mistake with that one time. Is I was just being nosy. I just wanted to ride that way down my neighborhood street. I ended up coming back, and I closed the garage. I closed the garage manually with my button because at that point I didn't trust it closing on its own, and I just drove by the house again. But driving by caused it to open because I was by the house. But I want to ride around and see what it will do. Or maybe I'll figure out a way to make it work. Oh, wheel sticky? Okay, whatever. I don't want to hear that. Let's see. I'll pull out this way because this is where I normally go. Let's run to the cul-de-sac and see what happens. It's lit up in green. It just went off. It didn't chime or anything, it just went off. Settings. Maybe I didn't update the settings. Auto close when leaving. Auto open when arriving. And it's supposed to chime for auto open and close. But now I'm going toward the house. I know it's going to work this time. It always works. I'm like 3 driveways away from the house. And there's the chime. And it's closing now since it was already open. And I'm just keeping straight. I'm gonna drive right past the house to the next cul-de-sac on the other end of the street. Make a circle over here. To know that I'm leaving. If anything, it didn't get better. It may have gotten worse because it used to at least chime. I've gotten back to the house. It chimes. And it didn't open. It's still closed. That's weird. But if it doesn't open, you can hit the Homelink button, and then a home will come up and hit home. Homelink. Home. Home. Open. Okay, this is so confusing. This is even more strange. Okay, so I'm parked in front of the garage. If I press this button, the Homelink menu should come up. But I guess the mini menu or whatever we call this. I press home, and it should open. But it doesn't. But if I grab my remote that I keep, I press it and it opens. just saw it open. So, but this is where it gets more tricky. So I know nothing's in the way. My wife's car's right there. It obviously can't be over the sensor or anything because it just closed and opened. But now if I hit the Homelink button and I hit it now, it'll close the garage. So this was supposed to be a tutorial about to help other people. Now it's turned into something else. Can someone help me with whatever is going on here? Let me know in the comments. As always, you can use my referral code. Need one more and I'll win a pair of Arachnid wheels, of which I will be giving away to one of the people who use the referral code. And it could just be 3 people. I don't even know if everybody even wants them. One person might turn them down. You could have an extremely good chance of one of those Arachnid wheels. Yeah. So, yeah, help me out with this situation. I don't know what's going on.